Hello everyone, welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Sakshi and we are going to discuss the most important current updates for you as per 9 September 2020. But before beginning, I would like to introduce you with SSB Crack Exams. It is one of the leading institution for NDA, CDS, EFCAT, Territorial Army for any other defense examination. For more details, you can visit our website ssbcrackexams.com. There you will find the entire package of courses, mock tests, quizzes and study materials. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms. You can also download a mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store. So let's start our session with the question of the day. And in the yesterday's session, I asked you what is Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana. What is Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana? See, it is a scholarship program. So many of you have answered this correctly. It is a scholarship program which is funded by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. It is funded by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and this particular department it inaugurated and it started this program in the year 1999. It is a very old program. It is a scholarship program. So what is the aim? Aim is to identify and encourage the talented students with aptitude for research. This is a scholarship program for research and also it encourages the students for the basic sciences, engineering and medicine to take up research as a careers in these areas. This is Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana. So these fellowship and contingency grants, they are provided to the selected Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana fellows up to pre-PhD level of 5 years, whichever is earlier. And under this, summer camps are also organized in the prestigious research and educational institutions in the country. The fellowship is awarded and it is based on the aptitude test and the interview, and it is provided to the final selected students. So this is about the Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana. Now let's start our day with the first news that we have today, and we are going to discuss about the mental health rehabilitation helpline, Kiran. So it is a 24/7 toll-free mental rehabilitation helpline. It is named as Kiran and it was launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and the Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment Thawar Chand Gehlot ji he inaugurated this particular helpline. It is provided total in 13 languages. The aim to launch this particular helpline is to provide relief and support to the persons with mental illness, and in the view of growing incidence of the mental illness, particularly in the wake of the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic. This is the aim, and it offers the mental health rehabilitation services including the early screening, first aid, psychological support, distress management, etc. Right? So this is about the mental health rehabilitation helpline. It is named as Kiran. You need to remember this particular name. Now let's move ahead. And next news we have is about the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize 2019. So recently, Indira Gandhi Peace Prize 2019 was conferred, and so this year it was awarded to Sir David Attenborough, and he has been awarded Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development for the year 2019. Sir David, he is an English broadcaster and natural historian, and he is very famous, best known for the writing and presenting in conjunction with BBC Natural History Unit, right? So let us talk about Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. So this particular prize, it is a Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development, an annual prestigious award. It is conferred and is given by Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust since 1986, and it is given every year. It is an annual prize and it consists of a citation and a monetary award of 25 lakh. And the award, it recognizes the excellent effort by individuals or organizations which are working towards creating a new international economic order towards promoting international peace. This award is given for the international peace, for the promotion of international peace. Okay, the name of the award is Indira Gandhi Peace Prize 2019, given to Mr. David. Now let's move ahead and talk about the next important update. So next we are going to discuss about the report on literacy rate. So yesterday was 8 September and we discussed that 8 September is celebrated as International Literacy Day, right? So before the day, NSO, National Statistical Office, It has published a report, and the report named as Household Social Consumption Education. In the easier term, the report was on the literacy rate of India, and it was published by National Statistical Office. This particular report, it provides for state-wise detail of literacy rate among the age 7 years and above. The literacy rate for among the age of the person 7 years or above. So let me tell you the key finding of this particular report. So under this report, it is found that the overall literacy rate in the country is at 77.7%. This is the overall literacy rate in the country. In urban areas, it is 87.7%, and in rural areas, it is 73.5%. The male literacy rate in India is 84.7%, and female literacy rate in India is 70.3%. And you can see the gap between the male and the female literacy rate here. Now, talking about the performances of the state, first of all, best performing states are Kerala, Delhi, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Assam. You can see here as well, right? And Kerala, it scored 96.2%. And henceforth, it has the highest literacy rate among the states. Kerala is at the first position. Delhi stands at the second position with 89% of the literacy rate. And after that, it is Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Assam. Now talking about the worst performing states, the worst performing states are Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh. These are the worst performing state. Out of them, Andhra Pradesh, it ranked the worst with the 66.4% of the literacy rate, and Rajasthan is the second worst performer with literacy rate at 69.7%. This is the rate of Rajasthan, and after Rajasthan, Bihar, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, these are the states which perform the worst. So these are the key findings as per the state. Now talking about the more findings, the male literacy rate is higher than the female literacy rates among all the states. In the overall data also, there was a gap between male and female literacy rate, right? But among all the states as well, male literacy rate is higher than the female literacy rate. Nearly 4% of the rural household and 23% of the urban household, they possess the computer. This is about the digital literacy, right? So in the digital literacy, nearly 4% of the rural household and 23% of the urban household, they possess the computer. And you can see the rural areas, the reach of computers is less. And among the persons of the age of 15 to 29 years, nearly 56 of the urban areas and 24% in the rural areas were able to operate on computers. This is the age 15 to 29. And in the same age group, nearly 25% in the rural areas and 58% in the urban areas, they are reported the use of internet. That means they use the internet. 25% in rural, 58% in urban. We are still lacking in this particular thing, in the terms of digital literacy. So this is the report of the literacy rate, okay? And I told you each and every key findings of this particular report. Now moving ahead, and we are going to discuss about the Hunar Haat. Hunar Haat, it is going to restart from today, that is 9 September, and it is going to restart after a gap of nearly 6 months, and it is being organized by Union Ministry of Minorities Affairs at Prayagraj. This time it is happening at Prayagraj. The theme is important. The theme for this particular Hunar Haat at Prayagraj is local to global. This is the theme. You need to remember this. Please remember this particular thing. And the most important fact about this Hunar Haat is the focus will be on the indigenous exquisite Indian toys. They are focusing on the production, manufacturing and the promotion of the Indian toys. More than 30% stalls will be for artisans who prepare indigenous toys, and you can say it will be an enormous platform which will be providing market and opportunities to master artisans who prepare these indigenous exquisite toys. Okay, so when we talk about the Hunar Haat, it has provided employment opportunities to more than 5 lakh Indian artisans, craftsmen, culinary experts and other people associated with them in last 5 years. So what is Hunar Haat? You need to understand what is Hunar Haat. So Hunar Haat is an exhibition of handicrafts and traditional products. It is an exhibition of handicrafts and traditional products made by the artisans from the minority communities, and that is how Ministry of Minority Affairs, it is organizing this particular program, right? And these are organized by Ministry of Minority Affairs, as I told you, under USTTAD, which is upgrading and skill training in traditional arts and craft for the development scheme, right? Under this particular scheme, this Hunar Haat is organized. So this is all about Hunar Haat. Now let me tell you the current COVID-19 situation in India as per 8 September. The total cases have reached to 42,80,422. Recovered are 33,23,950. Active are 8,83,697. And deaths are 72,775. In this particular chart, you can see the states, recovery, active and death. This is the state-wise analysis, okay? And not all the states are covered, only the top states which have the highest numbers of the active cases, these are here. Now it is time to revise the session. Try to answer these questions. It is time for quiz. So the first question in front of you is Mental Health Rehabilitation Helpline. Kiran, it was launched by A. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, B. Ministry of Health, C. Ministry of Telecommunication, and D. Ministry of Home Affairs. So this particular helpline, it was launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Now the next question for you is, which state has the highest literacy rate in India? Which state has the highest literacy rate in India? Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Delhi, Uttarakhand. So the correct answer for this will be Kerala. It has the highest literacy rate. Apart from it, the second position is held by Delhi. Now the next question for you is, which state performed worst in terms of the literacy as per the data released by NSO? Which state performed the worst, right? The options you have Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Delhi, Uttarakhand. So the correct answer will be the worst performing state was Andhra Pradesh, and Rajasthan was in the second position in terms of the performing worst. Now the next question for you is, theme for this year's Hunar Haat is A. Vocal for local, B. Local for local, C. Local for global, and D. Global to local. So the correct answer is local to global. They are going to promote the local indigenous artisans and indigenous product, especially the toys, right, in the global arena. Now it is time for question of the day. Try to answer this question. What are the key features of National Mental Health Program? What are the key features of National Mental Health Program? You need to write the key features of this particular program. We will discuss this in the next session. Till then, you can answer this in the comment section. So I'll see you soon. Till then, work hard. Jai Hind.